Welcome to Rabbi's Story Guys. As the rain beats down tonight, let's dive into stories that'll make your heart race. Hit subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss the story. Brace yourself. It's about to get creepy. Let's begin. The soldier at the post. I served in the military for over a decade. I was stationed at a base up north, a place that most civilians don't know exists. Not a lot of action. Quiet. The kind of base where the men stand guard, do their jobs, and keep to themselves. But there's one night I'll never forget. One night that still haunts me every time I close my eyes. It was a cold, foggy evening. Late in the fall, we had just finished our regular rotation, and I was assigned to watch the eastern perimeter, a post on the outskirts of the base, near an old, overgrown forest. It was quiet, too quiet. The kind of silence that makes your skin crawl, like something's waiting just beyond the trees. I've stood watch on that post 100 times before, but that night, something felt different. I stood there, rifle in hand, eyes scanning the darkness. It's routine, right? Watch the line. Make sure nothing's moving. But as the night dragged on, I noticed something. There was someone out there. At first I thought it was a trick of the fog. A shadow, a movement in the corner of my eye. But no, it was real. There was a figure standing by the tree line, just outside the reach of my flashlight. Tall, broad-shouldered, dressed in military uniform. But there was something off about him. The uniform was old, worn, like it hadn't seen action in years. I called it in, asked the control room if anyone was out there. They said no patrols, no exercises. I checked again. Nothing on the radio. I watched him. He didn't move. Not an inch. He just stood there, facing me, like he was waiting for something. I started walking toward him. I knew it was against protocol, but something told me to approach. I felt a pull, a strange curiosity. The closer I got, the colder it became. The air, the ground. It felt like I was stepping into another world. Everything was quiet, so quiet I couldn't hear my own breath. When I got within 10 feet, I stopped. I was close enough now to see his face. His eyes, blank, hollow, like he wasn't really there. I raised my rifle, my heart hammering in my chest. My voice shook as I ordered him to identify himself. "Who are you?" I demanded. He didn't respond. I repeated myself. "Identify yourself. What's your unit?" No answer. I started to feel it then. The feeling I couldn't shake. This wrongness. He wasn't human. Something was off. Before I could raise my voice again, he finally moved, but not the way a normal person moves. His head jerked unnaturally, like he was pulling on invisible strings, and then he spoke. "I'm not supposed to be here." The words chilled me to my core. They weren't just words, they were an admission, a confession, like he was trapped. I took a step back. My heart pounded harder, faster. "Who are you? What do you mean not supposed to be here?" But he didn't respond. Instead, he turned and began to walk into the forest, disappearing into the thick fog. I didn't chase him. I couldn't. I stood frozen, staring at the spot where he'd disappeared. I called it in again, told control about the man, but when they checked, there was no record. No one had been out there, no reports, nothing. The next day, I was reassigned to a different post. They said I had been tired and imagined the whole thing, but I know what I saw. I know what I felt. And every time I pass that same spot by the trees, I can still hear it in my head. I'm not supposed to be here, and that feeling, that pull, that wrongness, I can't shake it. It lingers with me, like a shadow I can't outrun. I don't know who that soldier was, or if he was even real. But I'll tell you this, that post, it's still there, and I don't think he's the only one who's waiting.